Hello, we're with cyber.org, and today we are going to talk about the Make Code tutorials for Microbit. Now we're starting off on our website, the same one we used last time, makecode.microbit.org. And on this site, usually we click on New Project to get started. Today we're going to scroll down a little bit. And notice when I scroll down, there are all kinds of tutorials. Everything from a flashing heart to you can make your microbit say your name and have a name tag, to dice and all kinds of fun things. If I go down a little bit further, there are videos that you can watch of families and different people, even some little kids, if you notice, making codes on their microbit. There are games. So if you want to play rock, paper, scissors with your friends, I've got that one there. Everything from, if you have a microbit, you can even make a hot potato game. There are some radio games. So these are a little bit more complex. I would definitely start with some simpler things, and we're going to show you a simple one in just a minute. But there are games where you can use the radio function of the microbit. And if you have multiple microbits, they can talk back and forth to each other. Or, let's say fashion's my thing, and I want to get out some cardboard, and I like duct tape, and different things like that, and you can make your microbit become a watch or a step counter, and all kinds of really fun projects. There are ways to make music with it, right? If you have a banana, you can attach a banana and some clips to your microbit and make a banana keyboard. Or even your own guitar. So you can get, maybe a big piece of construction paper and cut some things out and make your own guitar. Notice some project pictures that other people have done. And so there's all kinds of fun things. You can see what other people, the neat ideas they've come up with. Some ways we can use the microbit for science experiments. And even some neat tools, like our stopwatch, or a compass is one of my favorites, or even a light level meter to see how much light's in the room. So there are tons of new activities that are super fun that MakeCode offers, and they update them every single week. So it's really neat. Now, I said we were going to do one, right? And so we're going to work with you today and actually do one of these tutorials.
We're going to take you through the coin flipper, one of the fun game tutorials. So what you'll do is you're going to click on coin flipper, and it will give you options. You can play the video lesson if you want a little extra tutorial there, or you can select blocks, Python, or JavaScript. We're going to start with blocks, so we'll click on Start Tutorial. And immediately you see that there's an explanation. Let's create a coin flipping program to simulate a real coin toss. We'll use icon images to represent a heads or tails result. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll click OK and let's get started. You'll see across the top that you have your tutorial instructions. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's clear our space here. And our first instruction is to get an on button A pressed. And you notice the color here, this kind of purple magenta color. We're going to look and see for our purple magenta color, and we have that here at input. And you'll notice that's the only block there for you to select. That's great. So let's go ahead and select that and pull it out. We're going to put our coin flipping code in here. So now we can go to next. Grab an if else. We're going to check the color. Go to logic. And we have our if else, and we're going to set it inside. Notice as I get closer to this block, it highlights right where I need to drop it. And then we're also going to put a pick random true or false. So we're looking for purple. Let's go to math, pick random true or false. And you'll notice it doesn't quite fit in any of these, but where it matches up, you get the red dot and the line, and you can drop it right there. If you're unsure if what you're doing is correct, you can click on the light bulb here and it will show you exactly what it needs to look like. So there's a lot of options there to help you along the way.
I like that.
Let's go to next. Now we're going to put a show icon block. It's blue, so let's go to basic, show icon inside the if, and we need another one inside the else. And now this is fun. We get to pick the icons or the images to mean heads or tails. Let's look at all these options. Let's do a check for heads. And tails, we'll do an X, okay? Click Next. Now we get to use our simulator to try out our code. So let's press button A. And there we go, we have heads. If we want to do it again, we're just going to clear that out. Try again. Oh, heads again. Let's try it one more time. Ah, and there's the tails. Okay.
I love that it really is random.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a computer program. It's completely random and you never really know if it's going to be heads or tails. I know the first time I did it, I thought it was broken and not working right because it did heads like 7 times in a row. But that's what happens when it's random every single time.
And you can even take a guess beforehand and see if you know what it might be. You can animate the coin toss. This is fun.
Oh, wow.
Add a feeling of suspense. We're going to place a different show icon block before the if. So show icon, we're back in basic. Put that right there. And this will let us know that the coin is flipping. So let's hit our button A. Oh, that's fun. We saw the heart and then our tails. And again, you can click the light bulb to show a hint. And then if you have a microbit, you'll be able to connect it and download it to transfer your code. And that's all there is to this tutorial.
That's really fun. So the tutorials walk you through step by step. They give you hints, there are pictures, and all kinds of, you can even watch the video of someone else doing it beforehand to really give you those step-by-step explanations on how to do whatever game you choose, basically. So even if it's really kind of difficult, the tutorial helps so much. Also, notice when we started selecting these different things, there were not very many things to choose from. So when I clicked on basic, there's only a show icon. Usually when we do just a plain new project, when we click on basic, there are all kinds of options right here. But since we're in the tutorial, it limits it to only what we are going to need to use.
That's great.
And so anytime you're kind of just starting out and a little bit nervous and want something that's kind of easy, and you don't want it to be too difficult, a tutorial is the best place to start. Good, well, I can't wait to see what you pick and what kind of tutorials that you're able to do. And have fun coding. See you soon.